What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another lesson. My name is Jay Tarantino from the band Etherius, and today I'm going to be breaking down the sick etude that I just played for you at the beginning of this video. We're going to continue our breakdown and discussion of arpeggios. Last couple of lessons, I broke down the technique that I used, my left-hand technique, my right-hand technique. We broke down the E natural minor scale, and all seven triads, all seven diatonic triads from the E natural minor scale. So for this lesson, I composed an etude that's a little more comprehensive, that's going to go through some different ways that we can play these arpeggios and incorporate them into a solo. If you would like the backing tracks for this, as well as the Guitar Pro tabs and a fully downloadable version of this lesson, please consider supporting me on Patreon, patreon.com/JTarantino. The link is in the description box. And if you want to check out my band Etherius, if you want to check out our entire catalog, again, I will also have a link for you in the description box. So I will have the previous two lessons, I will have those linked in the description box, but I'm going to give a quick recap here. We're just going to go through all of the diatonic triads from the E natural minor scale. So quick recap, here are all the triads, all the diatonic triads from the E natural minor scale. This is all going to be played on the E, the G, and the B strings. So we have E minor, which is our minor 1. We have our diminished 2, which is F sharp diminished. We have our major 3, which is G major. We have our minor 4, which is A minor. We have our minor 5, which is B minor. We have our major 6, which is C major. We have our major 7, which is D major. And then we have our root, again, our minor 1, an octave higher, again, E minor. So one of the big reasons for using arpeggios is to make solos sound a little more musical, to kind of outline chord progressions. And one of the ways we can do this is by targeting the notes of whatever chords we're playing over. And using arpeggios is a great way to do this. And so I'm going to use the piece that I played at the beginning of this video as my example here. And the chords I'm playing it's just a very common progression. We're going to do E, C, and D. So we have a 1, 6, 7, 1. Very common in metal. You know, a lot of Iron Maiden songs have this chord progression. So it's a very simple chord progression to illustrate this concept. So the first approach that we can take is probably the most common and also maybe the least creative way to do this. We can just simply follow the chord progression. Now, another approach that we can take is, instead of cycling through the same arpeggio and changing them with the chords, we can create some more intense, longer lines by playing through each arpeggio and their inversions. In the first lesson, I went over root position, first inversion, second inversion. So, quick recap, we have 3 different shapes for E minor. Same thing with C major, we have 3 different shapes as well. And then same thing with D major. So let's take all of those shapes, all of those 3 shapes for each arpeggio, and let's create a longer, more flowing, more intense solo. Another approach that we can take is we can take those notes we can take the notes of each arpeggio and kind of scramble them up a little bit, do maybe a little bit of double picking, and we create something like this. So we're going to take these ideas and we're going to combine them to form one longer, more flowing solo. And again, these are just a few ideas. There are a million other things that you can do with these arpeggios, which we can get into in future videos.